Business on Purpose podcast.
My employees stink. They don't do anything right. We probably hear that more than we should, honestly. Hey, it's Scott Beebe with the Business on Purpose podcast. I'm delighted, as always, to be able to provide you with just some basic insight, coaching into the reality of what it's like to run a small business. You, the small business owner, you're our hero, and I'm grateful for you. And this podcast is for you. So I want you to listen in. This was a coaching call that we were on our 4 Steps to Business Freedom group coaching call. And a set of business owners who own an insurance company had this to say as they're starting to integrate video processes into their business so that they can begin to empower their team. And I want you to listen to what they have to say about when they started handing this stuff off. I want you to listen to what they had to say about the body language of their team. And if this doesn't move you to action, to begin to process out the different elements of your business, to empower your team through written documentation, through video process, it's a lot easier than you think it is. And by the way, we use a tool called useloom.com, useloom.com. Don't get paid by them. We've just used them for a year or so, and it's been great in terms of documenting processes by video. Check this out, and I'll see you on the backside.
We've gotten through like the vision, delegation, the profit, and what we're currently doing is actually starting to record videos for all of the processes. So I think we've got about 15 or 20 videos that it's actually a really big deal in our company because we've been flying by the seat of our pants, especially on onboarding new employees. So it's taken us entirely too long, and we have to go back and re-explain things all the time. So this one and done mentality behind these videos that they can constantly refer to is, I think, going to be a game changer for us.
I think our employees have really been craving some of that, when we sat down and we had the meeting explaining that we were going to start putting these videos together and really start having a process for the way that we do things. All of their faces, it was really, we both talked about that meeting we have morning meetings most mornings as long as something isn't going crazy in the office. And that was a different meeting. We had a lot of shaking heads like, yes, please give us structure. Please give us training, and they were receptive in a way that for us, it was very exciting because obviously we know we want to work towards these goals and have them not kick and scream on the way, but be a part of all of these decisions that we're making and be excited about it and buy into it.
If I could reinterpret what you said, it's almost as if your team members were going, hey, give us bureaucracy, give us bureaucracy, give us bureaucracy. That's clearly not what they're asking, but people from the outside could possibly, wait, you want more structure? Why do you think they're craving that? Well,
if you read the E-Myth, I think that was the book that it really talks about, like most people crave, like they're technicians. I mean, that really is what most of our staff is. They're technicians, and they've been technicians without a rules and manual book, and so I think that's probably the biggest thing is that they know that we're trying to figure this out. We've had a complete staff change in a year, including Ryan coming in. And so what they were seeing was me kind of drowning, trying to figure it out on my own, and then Ryan coming in and us trying to work it out together. But this is giving us more of a direction that they understand. And I think that they really do crave just knowing, like when they're making mistakes, at least they will know that it's a mistake and it's not us just saying, oh, don't do that. We have everything lined out for them now. Not all of it, but we're working on it. And it's exciting to see how easy the videos are coming together for us.
Could you imagine your team members longing for more instruction, longing for more direction? One of the things I told Ryan and Gwen, and this was really important, a lot of team members, most team members are not going to vocalize. They're not going to vocalize out loud to you, their quote boss, what they don't know. And the reason is they don't know if there's a trustworthiness there. Now, some of you might say, well, my people trust me. Maybe. So why don't you proact that trust? Why don't you make a down payment on that trust? Why don't you begin to process out the processes that exist within your business today in exactly the way that you want to do them. We're on the verge of looking for a particular intern for our business. I'm not presuming and going out to the market and saying, hey, do you know somebody who can do blank title role? No, I'm writing it down. In fact, I'm giving examples. I'm writing down the processes. I'm making it a project role before we make it a regular time role. The reason is because we want them to feel comfortable, because I realize that there's always going to be an employee-employer barrier, and I want to bust through that barrier. And one of the best ways to do that is by creating incredible clarity on what's expected. And so if that's violated, we hope that's not the case, but if it's violated, it's very clear what the discrepancy is. But the majority of the time, what we're really looking for is not to be violated, but to be embraced and to be built into something that's going to be lasting and serve the vision of the business. Serve the vision of the business. I said it twice on purpose, because that's ultimately where we're headed, is that vision that you've written down, mybusinessonpurpose.com/vision. Some of you are thinking, self-limiting belief, I can't do video. I'm not that good with, hey, have you ever brushed your teeth or combed your hair? Doing process videos is easier than that. So how about let's do no excuses. Let's get after it. Let's go liberate our team members from their chaos by beginning to process out the business that they do and leverage simple tools like Google Docs or videos or Word doc, whatever you use. Document the process. And you too can be liberated from the chaos of working in your business. Always delight for you to join me and me to join you. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of what you're building. We'll see you next time right here on the Business on Purpose podcast.